Now, one of the other things that's making the whole supply chain demand planning issue easier is a lot of products are going digital. So we worry less about the Atari video game type of syndrome because more people are playing games online. We worry less about DVD forecasts because more people are buying them through streaming or buying digital copies. Same thing with the music industry, with the software industry. And they're doing various different media consumption devices, from the Kindle Fire to the Barnes & Noble Nook to the iPad 2. Well, one of the beautiful things about digital supply chains, right, is there is no inventory. You negotiate an agreement with the supplier and the retailer once up front. The pricing might change, but there's no need to replenish it. There's no inventory carrying cost. There's no trucks involved. You don't have to worry about the goods being damaged. You don't have to worry about shrinkage. You don't have to worry about returns, any of the traditional problems there. Wouldn't it be great if all the products that we sold had a digital supply chain like this? It would make things just so much easier. Well, we're actually not that far off from a lot of the physical products that you buy in a store coming through a digital supply chain, through a technology called three-dimensional printing, or what is commonly now being called rapid manufacturing. So the way this works is you design a product in a CAD system, and then you'll send it off to a printer like this. And the printer will divide it up into millions of different layers, and much like an inkhead jet spreads toner on your paper today, it'll go through successive layers and actually build the physical product, depositing things much like a plastic injection molding system will today. Uses about 10% of the raw materials that a typical manufacturing effort would use, so there's less waste. There's no need to design dies and molds and all the stamping plants and all that different type of stuff. And there's a wide variety of applications for this. You can make guitars. People have talked about making prefabricated houses by printing them. Bicycles, all different types of arts, different parts that would go into various different automobiles or aerospace equipment. Prosthetics, you can custom design a knee or a hip replacement. Even organs. This could revolutionize and eliminate the need for organ transplants because you could take someone's cell samples and actually design an organ to exactly fit the person's body. So this 3D manufacturing is closer than you would think. These printers cost about $25,000 to $175,000, and it's not inconceivable that in a couple decades you could have one of these in your house. Now, you might sound crazy, but if I'd have come to you in 1985 and said, you're not going to need to go have your photos processed at the drugstore anymore, you'll be able to take them digitally, look at them on a computer, and print them out whenever you want, you would have told me I was crazy. Right? And so there are companies like Shapeways that actually would do this 3D printing today. You can send them a CAD CAM design. They'll print it out. They'll ship it to you in a matter of a couple days. And if you want, they'll list it on their marketplace where other people can buy the same design. And they build to order. They print on demand, much like Dell started doing back in the 90s with personal computers. So what this means is it's really going to rapidly increase the pace of innovation. There's lower risk. There's lower cost associated with new product introduction. You can experiment with these types of things. You don't have to go set up a manufacturing line and build all kinds of fancy machinery to do things. All you got to do is model it in CAD and send it to one of these printers, and you're off and running. So this is one of the things to keep an eye on because it could potentially revolutionize the supply chain.